We're starting after this song. I'm rocking out right now, so in case anyone's curious. Yep. Now I'm copyrighted.
You're in trouble.
Getting jazzed up for the stream.
Yeah.
Getting pumped.
This is like what Dwight does in the car before he goes on a sales call. But not. So. The videos of the 2000s, man. I tell you what. They're like, yeah, this looks like a good...
It's worth the copyright.
I love Linkin Park. If you don't,
Okay. We're here.
Rip.
Yes, I realize I'm really pink.
I'm really pale, so I don't know what's going on, but something's going on.
Yeah, we didn't have time. We just got back from our trip and no time to troubleshoot, so I'm going to get it off this pale and pink couple and go right into a B-roll scene. Yeah, I did have time to make a new background, though, so I hope you appreciate it. Ooh. It's 45 minutes long. God. And
it's forever long.
It's just compilation. The 3 compilation videos I made, I just combined them into one, and now it's the background.
Not bad, though, huh? Look at those guys.
I'm currently working on a Pleco compilation, so that'll be the next one.
I love them.
And if you didn't know, we are back. We are back from the wet spot. We spent the weekend there.
We are so
and
back.
I want to thank everyone down there for having us. It was very fun.
It's very nice going there. It's a very good atmosphere, good people. It's already telling me to be louder.
Louder.
It's a great time always. It's very enjoyable.
Hold on.
Are you guys matching?
Amaya? Who?
Amaya Nut. You guys matching shirts.
Oh, how am I supposed to know?
Because she said, or he said. I don't know if that's a.
Am I a nut?
I never know.
We did not
We
did not get any new fish, if you're wondering, but we did add to current stocking levels.
We did, which is still exciting because of what they are. So yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Muzzle. Good things.
Muzzle. Me and Bob are matching shirts.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go. There you have it.
I wonder what they're going to do tonight. I still don't know.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm in the same boat.
You gotta take my word for it. What, that you're wearing the shirt or that you're a female? You know what girl stands for on the internet?
What?
Guy in real life.
Oh, you're gonna make everybody so happy saying things like that. Mm-hmm. Everybody's gonna be thrilled, I'm sure. That's new individual fish, no new species. Correct, Varan Guy. That is.
We have more Congo tetras, the Phenocogrammus, which you'll probably see at about the 30-minute mark in this video. Yeah. So stick around.
Hold on tight for that one. Hold your breath.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Yeah, it's always fun.
Time.
It's
a lot to do, but it's like, who doesn't want to just walk around rows and rows of really cool fish in mass quantities? Like, it's so fun. For me, I feel like I'm 10 years old again. It's the best.
What was your favorite fish that you saw?
You want to know?
I do. That's why I asked.
A fish that I found myself going back to look at over and over again was a black arowana, or there's 3. Mm-hmm. And I'm not normally a big arowana person. I always say I'm not a giant cichlid or giant fish person, even though I think I am, kind of. But these black arowana are so beautiful, and they know it, and they just flick those gorgeous tails around. And I got stuck a few times just standing there going, wow, super cool. So I guess that would probably be the thing I was the most impressed by there, I guess, that I was the most fixated on. But there's so many things. I mean, there was actually the hill stream loaches, the I don't know, what are they, the blue tail or blue?
That was my answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, here, parlay into that. Go ahead.
The favorite fish I saw, if you saw them in the live stream that we did, they are insanely pretty. The SK03, the blue tail or blue fin hill stream loach, and
they're gorgeous.
Man, were they really nice.
Oh, they were great. I actually got a really good video of them looking blue, because it's hard on the blue background to see any color, let alone blue. So it was hard to, it didn't really come across a few times when we were trying to get them, but I got this one angle where you could just see, I mean, it is blue. Like, it's not one of those, they say it's blue and it's like a little tiny tint. Like, their whole fin is just blue, like a powder blue too. It's gorgeous. and they're chunky, and they have a really cool like leopardy pattern. I don't know. I really like them.
What are those Lafini River golden Congo tetras up to? Well,
It's getting big.
what's I think our school is up to maybe 9 now. 8 or 9, 10.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
They're big tetra. So that's the thing is they're getting really big and they're getting gorgeous. Their blue eyes are getting nice and bright, and the yellow and the dark like gray is becoming really defined. And I'm pretty sure we have like 3 males and the rest are female, which is I was trying so hard. I mean, when they were smaller, it was a little difficult. I was just kind of hoping, and I think it turned out pretty well. But I just went on a rampage a little while ago and moved a bunch of stuff around, and I moved the Congo tetra. So I really like the tank they're in now. There's more hardscape, and they're zipping in and out of everything. And I swear their colors instantly brightened up just because new tank, new stuff. I love them just as much as I ever did.
What water parameters are beneficial for pygmy cories? They can go in a very wide range of parameters. They've been captive bred in many different parameters. So, I mean, if you're anywhere around neutral, you're doing just fine. Very easy fish to take care of.
Candy, which ones do you love? What are we talking about? We've been talking about several things, so I don't know which ones you're talking about, but now I want to know.
We can't keep up.
I know. I'm also we're tired. We had a lot of stuff. This has been busy the last few days.
There's a question for you from Bio.
Microgeophagus altospinosus. I want a male and a female. How much do those go for? Oh, like, I don't know, $10 maybe? Like
Usually around $10.
$10 to $12, I'd say, depending on size and if they're wild or if they're tank raised. But yeah, I haven't ever seen them, I don't think, more than $15, which that's even pushing it. Normally they're around the 10 to 12 range. God, those are just they're so worth it. Even if they were more, I think they'd still be
Blue Hill
worth it.
Streams.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Yes.
So I wanted to get those really bad.
I feel bad.
But Cameron had to leave, and I didn't want to try and sex them myself and get it wrong. I would definitely trust Cameron a lot more to that. Same with my original goal or original wants was they have some very beautiful Badis.
Yeah.
That we did make it. That we make it. They were so cool. I thought that we made a dedicated video.
They're amazing, really. I think
which
cool.
should hopefully be out pretty soon. Let me just show them to you here.
Yeah, I think what I think we will not be able to convey is the size of these things. Like, they are, for Badis, because you're picturing like Badis, they're small, right? They're nano fish. I don't even think I consider these nano fish. Like, they're chunky and big and super duper cool and not shy at all. They're not like the Badis you're thinking. Like, they're not like a...
These are apisto size.
Yes, they're apisto size, and they're apisto personalities. Like, they are right up front staring at you. They're not shy. They want to be fed, and you can tell they're really, really cool.
And they are most definitely ambush predators.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I wanted to get some really good footage of these when I was there. So I grabbed him and put him in one of their display tanks instead of just filming him in the stock tank. And also in the display tank was poor chili rasboras.
They'll be fine. That's what they'll be fine.
Like they're Badis.
Yeah.
Like, sure, but they're fine. I mean, they didn't get any, but
No.
this, I put in a big honking male that was probably 2.5 inches, like chunky. You can see they're chunky. And he literally went into the plants, and as soon as a little chili rasbora swam over top of him, he darted in and out. It was so fun to watch.
Yeah, it's cool.
He didn't get any, thankfully, because I would have felt bad if I killed someone's chili rasboras.
No.
But I got my footage, and then I immediately took them out of there. But they're very cool, and there's a couple of them. They have another one that's really big. Again, big for a Badis.
Right. They're still not big. They're just for a Badis. It's like, holy hell.
Oh.
Oh god. It's
they don't have anything
neon red. Neon red something or other.
Oh, where are you?
I feel about
They might not be listed yet.
They might not. That's true. Oh, no.
Right here.
They're right there. Yeah. No.
No, out of stock.
Keep going down. Oh, that's out of stock. Yeah.
We're already out. So they're not listed yet.
Yeah, they're not up there. But they look very similar.
Very similar. They were the same size, and the reason I didn't get any is because they were mixed in the tanks. And I wanted to get 6 of them, but again, I didn't want to mix species, and I couldn't speciate them. Again, I needed Cameron, and he had already left, so I was like, I'm not going to risk it. We'll just add to our current schools.
Yeah. Which is what we're trying to do anyways. We're not trying to bring a whole lot of new stuff in right now. As tempting as that can be. Yeah, those blue hill streams do look a lot like stingrays. They're very like round and chunky, and I really like them. They're really cool. Hopefully we can get those eventually.
Oh, Mitchell says, hey, nice. I got a group of asamenses that I got like 2 weeks ago. They are amazing and don't hide at all.
Not at all.
They are not your typical Badis. Either of those two species.
That's what I really wanted to convey. Is like I put my hand up. I was like moving my hand around. I was filming them. I had lights on them, and they're just like, hey, what's up? Like right up front. They ate. You throw food in. They eat. They eat flake food. So I mean, it's.
Yep, I had to test it. I was like, I want to make sure these only don't eat live food. So I threw in some flake, and it was veggie flake of all things, and they still went for it.
Yeah, they're just great. It is huge for a Badis. That's what I thought too. I was like, holy hell, I have never seen a Badis this size in real life. It's crazy. It was very cool, and I really, for $9, come on.
Yeah, so we were gonna do like an Indian biotope because they're from, I mean, they're called asamenses. They're from the state of Assam in northern India. And up there in the same rivers, lakes area are the Pethiogalius barb, which we already have, and also wild honey gouramis, which they have. So we were going to get wild honey gouramis and the asamenses.
Put them in with our barbs.
And put them in with the barbs, and we're going to have like a biotope.
It was going to be cool. And I was actually, I love
It's not
wild
too late.
honeys.
We still have a credit, so.
I love wild honeys, and I've kept them before, and I love gourami. Just to be clear, I love gourami, but I really love my honeys. I think that's a fish that, it's super common, but it's super common because it's a great fish, and people should keep them. More fish to bring with you. To sack proper, exactly. We need to try and alleviate how many fish we bring.
Johnny Best with a $2 super chat. Thank
Johnny.
you, buddy.
Sorry, I meant to say something, and my brain
We
doesn't work.
were kind of in a middle of a little tangent there.
We're
so
on a tangent for sure. A Badis tangent.
Badis.
Um.
Ben Sharp, I feel like your name just keeps getting longer and longer.
Wait, where's Ben?
Lake Missoula Aquatics. I thought it would just make Lake Missoula Aquatics.
That's what I thought.
Ben
and
Sharp,
plants.
and now it's and plants. Ben Sharp.
Hey, it's an important addition, right?
Jody, hello. Good to see you as always.
Hi, Jody. Just moved Crebensis and Julidochromis regani into a 32-gallon Megaflex. Ideas for mid and upper water levels. Well, that's a good question. Do you have any suggestions? Because I'm thinking like.
Are you talking to me? I wasn't even paying attention.
You know, you could do, but here's the thing. I've never kept Julidochromis. I'm not sure how. Are they like? Do they eat things? They're not that big.
Yes.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say lamp eyes, but then I was like, no, they'll get eaten.
Well, if you want to stick to Lake Tanganyika, I would get Cyprichromis.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is I'm kind of thrown by the Crebensis thing because I'm thinking West Africa or like Central Africa, and then you have the Tanganyikan. So I don't know.
And if you don't want to do Cyprichromis, I mean, 32-gallon Megaflex. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I was trying to rack my brain and remember.
I mean, I would say like rainbows pair with Tanganyikans really well. They don't care about the pH.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
But of course, you also have West Africans, so I don't know if your pH is low or high because you're mixing both, which is doable. I mean, I'm not gonna snub my nose at anyone that does that.
Can I ask if you've done it before? Because I feel like the Julidochromis and the Crebensis have very similar body shapes, and they occupy the same space.
I'd say they're. If you set the tank up right, I wouldn't be surprised.
I guess
the Julidochromis are going to be more torpedo, and they're rock dwellers. So if you just stack a pile of rocks, they'll be fine.
But see, that's the problem. Is so will the Crebensis. All my Crebensis, if I had any rocks, they lived in the rocks. They were never. I don't know, but it could be. I've never done it, so who's to say? I've done a lot of things that people like that never works. I'm like, really? Because it did. So.
Mitchell says right now I have a 20 long that has a bit of tannins, and they look good. Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fluval Megaplex. I still don't know. Like,
I'm looking it up because
I was confident it was a fluval, but
I usually feel like that's a fluval situation. Mega.
High GH well water, lots of rocks. I mean, how wide is it? Like 3 feet?
I'm pulling it up right now.
I'm hesitant to say Cyprichromis or rainbows if it's not a
cheap.
long tank.
That's for sure. It is. Why do they ever just give you the dimensions? Here we go. 32 long, 15, or 32 and a half long, 15 and a half wide, and 15 and a half high.
So too bad you couldn't find any of those. Now they're gone, though.
And they're gone.
And they're gone.
Loving all the what?
Rainbow rolls.
That's funny. High GH, well water, lots of rocks. Yeah, rocks are, I mean, if there's a lot of rocks and they can all have space, then I guess it doesn't matter, huh? I just re-rocked our, what's it called? Our buffalo head tank, and now everybody's just hopping all around. They just love it. You mix up their rocks and they just go crazy. It's so funny. Been all over. Hello, Corey Dora.
It's close to dinner time. I agree.
I haven't eaten all day. I just
We have a
remembered.
long ways to go before it's dinner time here.
Yeah, that's sad. It's a sad state of affairs. I can't believe I forgot to eat. Like, who does that? Why did I do that? That was dumb. I got caught up in my project.
Zen says, "Psst. Have you all hit the like?
Yeah, have you?
Don't like. Hey, buddy, go lay down. Go lay down.
He's very up and mobile right now.
He's getting into things. What do you smell?
Probably.
Oh, he's got something stuck to his paw.
Oh,
Come
help him. That's so sad. I'm starving too. Candy, you should eat. If I could eat right now, I would. I'd have a bowl of cereal right now because it sounds pretty good.
What kind of cereal? Wheaties? Kix?
I don't know. That's such a
Dracula?
Dracula?
I'm
My
sure that's a cereal.
My Frankenberry.
Yeah, that's what I
still
meant.
had. No, probably Kix. Anyways, but Corridora is wondering what everyone thinks about a term I made up this week. Bappable, adjective able to be used for a breeder's award program.
Is it bappable?
Is it bappable? I mean, it works. I think it's doable. I'm not against it. It's dinner time at my house. Regina, wife, made a homemade pot pie concoction. That's so funny. I make pot pie all the time. It's like one of my favorite things to make and eat.
Don't tell her I said it was good.
It's messed up. Sounds good though. God, no food talk. No food talk.
It's too early in the stream for food
I
talk.
can't handle it. I'm gonna start yawning too, so I'm gonna be starving and yawning.
See
Cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon life. Ugh, I don't like cinnamon. Like, I like it in like cinnamon rolls or in French toast, but I'm not like a cinnamon flavor person. So anything that's flavored cinnamon artificially, I'm like, meh. I don't know. I like chocolate cereal, like Cocoa Puffs. That's my favorite. Regina, your king snake still won't eat again. Ate on November 1st. Tried 3 more times. He's so stubborn. You know, I'm still not concerned. I know it's frustrating because you're wasting food, which is so annoying, and that's just unfortunate. I've done it. I've had to do it. It's like you got to offer it just in case. But like I said, just wait. November 1st, today is the 18th, so not even 3 weeks. I wouldn't be concerned. If, depending on the size of the rodent that it ate last time, it really could just still be full. Does it look thin? I wish you could send a picture because I'm curious to see what it looks like.
Here's a sentence. I was glad to have more than 4 Cory fry because that meant they were bappable. Bappable.
Can you use it in a sentence? That's funny. Chicken pot pie is the only acceptable form of casserole. I like some casseroles. I'm not a big casserole person.
Why are you still talking about food? I thought we said no food.
Because I'm starving, so I guess my subconscious is allowing it. What can I say?
I need to get some of these at some point.
Yes, I agree with that. I love those. Picked up 6 neon blue gobies. Ooh, candy. That's fun. I love those so much. They're so cute.
What tank did you put them in?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. That's a good question. Probably one over on the other side, away from the big tank.
Mike is asking Regina, when was the last shed? That's a good question.
Has it shed since you've had it? I want to see a picture. I'm really curious to see what it looks like. Ooh, a Maya nut. Yeah, Cocoa Puffs. Yum. I either like that or I like Wheaties. I love Wheaties and Kix. Okay, cool. Yeah, do that. If you could do that, I'd like to see. Because it could just be full. That's sometimes my hognose would do that. They're just like, nah, I'm not hungry. And they wait like 2 more weeks and stress me out, and then they eat. Empty 45 tall.
Also happable. Yep.
I guess there's a fine line between overfeeding and making sure Cory cats get enough food. Yeah.
If your snails are getting out of control, then you might be overfeeding.
Mm-hmm. We welcome snails in this household, but yeah.
No shedding yet. I got him on Halloween.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't even have had her a month. Or him a month. Sorry. Yeah, I'm curious to see. There's several factors that could be, like, there's several things. I'm not, like, super concerned for you yet. I mean, it's something to keep an eye on for sure, obviously.
Also, randomly, here, we got to get back to the Loaches. If you do want to see him, Chelsea did upload a short of them.
Oh, yeah.
So you just got to go to our channel.
I did do that. I forgot. They look really good. That's the
Here,
video I was talking about.
I'm just going to pull them up here because they're worth a watch.
I think you should. They are. I forgot. God, my brain. Forgot I did that. Hey, pipe down back there. Having too much fun. Stop talking about my snail problem. Well, you should see our tanks right now. There's 8,000 billion hundred snails in every tank. Oh my god, this song.
Uh-oh. Now I'm getting copyrighted again. Can you pause it short? Oh, here it is.
I still get
I'm not sure what this is going to look like, but we'll give it a shot.
Huh,
here they are.
Right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Look at that fin.
How do I mute this? There we go.
Look at that guy. And the patterning alone is just super pretty.
When they flare, it is really stunning.
Yeah. They kind of just sit. Obviously, they're Hillstream Loaches. So I didn't get them doing a whole lot. They kind of shimmied a few times, but look at those fins. That's crazy. And like so many of them have it. It's just nuts.
Oh, I guess I should announce that our code was reset as well. So Steenfott 10, if you've maxed that out, it'll still work.
It's back.
It's back.
Just like us.
A lot of people putting in orders, so I appreciate it. It's very helpful.
Never a problem until it becomes a problem. That's a true statement.
How long is this short? It's still going.
No, it started again.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not very long. I think it's 27 to 30 seconds. It's
there it went. There you go. Okay. Okay.
Found him to be a problem flatbed, but some substrate. It might just be snail. Just a bunch of Malaysian trumpets moving about on the bottom.
You should get them, Candy.
Yeah, they're really.
I don't think you're gonna find them cheaper than $29.99.
No, that's a great deal. Honestly, I was very surprised they were that inexpensive. He has deep substrate, reptisoil, lots of hides, warm on one side, water bowl, even a low UVB, but he hides almost always. I mean, given the type of snake it is, that doesn't surprise me. They do that. That's common for them. The only thing that I can say about like a snake that I know I can guarantee you will be out and moving and in your face all the time are garter snakes. I've never had another snake that was that out. Most, like, even my hognose, you'd see like the tip of their nose sometimes because they like to be buried. So that's something that might, kind of always be a thing.
I will say I did see these tetra for the first time in person, and they were very cool. Yeah. The green lizard or the green line or something like that.
It's the green lizard.
Yeah.
They're really, really cool. I've always liked them. I love the color and I love that body shape because you just don't see that a lot. Shorts getting long these days. Yeah, that's why I try and keep them under 30 seconds now if I can. If it's doable, it's because most people are not going to watch longer than 15, 30 seconds. So even if it's good.
What's your guys' opinion on duckweed? Is it cancer? Is it a decent nitrate? No, it's awful.
Let me tell you.
It is the most unmotivating thing in my fish room.
Perfect way to put it.
It really,
yeah.
Once it takes over, and I'm done with that tank. I'm absolutely done. I'm sick of it.
How much time did I spend before we left scooping duckweed, cleaning out these tanks, trying my best to get a lot of it out, and then when we came back, it's like tenfold. It's like Medusa. You chop off the head and 3 more. I don't know how it clogs all the filters. It just is. It casts this ugly green, yellow
Makes
shadow.
it very hard to film.
Right. You don't want to film because everything looks weird. Braxton, no. Stop eating stuff off the floor. So I don't know. It's the worst. I don't know. When we saw it at we were at a reptile show and they were selling duckweed, and I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening? Why is this person bringing this evil into this place?
I will say it is nice that there are some tanks in our fish room with no duckweed.
Whatever's in there's eating it for sure.
Because there are some species of rainbow fish that will eat duckweed.
That's right, the rainbows. Yeah. And there's some other tanks that just don't, like, I don't know who's eating it in the shiner tank, but someone does. Or so it goes away in the shiner tank. It's bizarre.
Well, there's a ton of flow in that tank, so that's probably why.
Yeah, that could be why. It works, but it's like glitter. You can't get rid of it later. Yeah, exactly. It does. Okay, yeah. It is. God, glitter. Ugh. No problem, Regina. I'm not worried yet. Like, I don't think you should be freaking out yet, but we'll keep an eye on the situation.
Regina says, I've nuked tanks with duckweed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm to the point where if the tanks are on sale, I'm just going to go, like, throw the tanks away and buy a new one.
It's that big of a problem. I mean, because it cakes onto everything, too.
There's duckweed on the wall. There's duckweed on our racks.
It's everywhere.
And it makes it so I don't even want to go in the fish room, to be honest.
And I tried today when we, obviously when we got back, I was trying to like do some cleaning and stuff, and it just every freaking tank has it. It's just crazy. It's ridiculous.
If you starve black neons, they'll eat duckweed. Interesting.
I think I've told everybody the most effective duckweed eater ever is a goldfish. I would scoop all my tanks and have a bucket full of duckweed, dump it in my goldfish tank, and it'd be gone within like 2 hours.
I'd dump it in the turtle tub.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't live there.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't live very long in the turtle tank.
It does not. But yeah, it's the freaking worst stuff ever.
I cannot believe that people actually buy that to put it in their tanks.
Why would you, like, I would never suggest
our
buying
pond out here has duckweed in it.
Yeah.
It's just awful.
I would please never, if like I can give one piece of advice, do not introduce duckweed on purpose into your fish room. I feel bad when we're like, we brought candy fish and we have like a piece of duckweed in there and she's like, what the hell is this? I'm sorry. We tried.
So I never knew anything about duckweed. My first experience was, again, when I got back into the hobby. I visited a breeder, and I bought some fish from him, and he bagged them, and there's duckweed. And he's like, do you have duckweed in your fish room? And I was like, no, but I like plants. I don't care, whatever. He's like, okay. Boy, was that a mistake.
He should have warned you more than that.
Yeah, I should have gotten more of a warning than that.
Because I would tell somebody, don't you ever let this get near you because it will ruin your entire life.
Well, that's why when we gave those fish to Candy, I was like, you're in charge. These fish are free. You can pick out the duckweed.
Apparently free fish, it gets you duckweed. That's what happens. I've had yellow
labs
try. Eat duckweed. Yeah, I bet you I could see that. They like vegetation. Fed it to my feeder insects. They love it. If I had enough feeder, I feel like we don't even have the nearly the amount of feeder insects. The amount of duckweed we have is unbelievable.
Barbara, that is an excellent analogy. You've heard of salt creep. Freshwater is duckweed creep.
Yeah.
If you don't know what salt creep is, that just stain of minerals that goes around the rim.
Yeah, it's awful. You have to scrape it, and even then sometimes, like...
Yeah, I got a free 220 gallon Aquion. It was free, but it was a salt before, and I was like, I'll just clean it up. And after like a month and not making any progress, I just sold it. I'm like,
it's not worth
get
it.
this out of my garage.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. We stopped allowing duckweed in our auctions because people kept complaining after the fact, not knowing how it worked. Yeah. Because if you don't know, you don't know, and you think, oh, cool, it's something that can be up top, and it's like, oh, it'll float around. No, it'll just ruin your life. That's what it'll do. So
I sold duckweed at our auction for $10 before people buy it for food. That's true. I have seen that.
Like I said, the goldfish loved it. Whenever I'd give the goldfish duckweed, they were like on cloud 9, and they would sit there for 2 hours eating it until they were huge.
Do you have any recommendations for a non-fin nippy fish that's good for a 65 to 70, I was going to say gallons, but degrees?
You want a schooling fish, I'm guessing? High Festive Ricon margitae. Those are the nicest tetra.
They go in the 60s?
Into the 60. Oh, I thought 60 gallon. No,
65 to 70 degrees.
Shiners.
And then she says that's not shiners.
Is that what it said? Really?
Other than rainbow shiners and mountain minnows.
Now you've given me.
There's a lot of barbs that can go that cold.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of barbs are from
now, though, I got
cold climates.
What else could you do that low? Oh, rice fish.
Rice fish would be a really cool one.
Rice
That's
fish.
a good suggestion.
Boom. Got it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it for sure.
Oh, somebody just made an order.
Ooh. Oh, That's a good order.
$460 order. Whoop, whoop.
Anybody do that? Because that's solid. What'd you get if you did?
I was looking for something specific, though.
I bought a good size clump of guppy grass off eBay. When it came, I tossed it in my tank and a crap ton of duckweed came out. I spent the next 2 hours picking out all the duck. Yeah. And even then, I feel like sometimes it's too late. Like it's already in there. But I hope that wasn't the case for you, Curtis. Is there a floating plant that is impossible to kill but won't ruin everything? No. I don't think so. The best luck I've had with floaters is what's it called? What is wrong with me? Dwarf water lettuce. God. I had really good luck with dwarf water lettuce.
What the heck?
But then I know some people don't. So, but I really enjoyed it and it did well in my tanks. My water was neutral.
I'm a fan of red root floaters. Even
like
if they're
red
not
root
even if they're
floaters.
not red.
Yeah.
They're still really
They're
cool. They have a
nice.
nice little white
Good shape.
flower on them.
Yeah. Those are nice too. They didn't do as well for me as the water lettuce for some reason, but
I don't know, Jody, where your tank is either, but if you get any type of top down view, rice fish are really good for that too.
yeah, I just think rice you can put rice fish in most situations. I really love them. Had them many, many times over the years. They're great. We have them now somewhere outside.
Somewhere.
Yeah. I float rhizome plants. There you go. Frog bit much easier to pull out than duckweed. Yeah, very true.
I feel like any other floating plant is easy. Like if you're to the point where like I'm done with this plant, I feel like any floating plant is easy to get rid of except for duckweed.
Yeah. We scoop the duckweed out and throw it in with the chicken feed. There you go. That's good. I didn't think about that.
Do you guys like to keep breeding cories by themselves or add dithers with them? Either or. The only ones that I'm actively spawning right now are my black Schultzi, and there are pseudomcgills and strawberry rasboras in a 40 breeder. And if I feed them right, I'll end up with hundreds of eggs the next day every single time.
That's nice, aquatic moose. We want to be the bright light at the end of a bright day. It's not a bright day here. It's a dark day here. That's a nice thing to say.
Don't let the water lettuce get into the substrate.
Yeah, that's true. It is a little, yep. 60 gallon in my daughter's room. Oh, okay. 60 gallons, 60
Ooh,
gallons.
well, I mean, rice fish are pretty colorful, and she might like them.
You could get different types, too. They'll probably, I mean, Medacas will interbreed, but, like, if you're not looking to, if you don't care.
Leo, how is the Aki? Aquatic Moose wants to know.
Inquiring minds.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand.
Fish Fam Link says, join as a channel member for exclusive benefits to help to support the channel. Don't forget, all new members, there's a ton of them.
It's an exclusive membership.
Exclusive membership.
God, I love that.
We will be live streaming an extra hour after this stream, so keep that in mind. Don't go away.
Leo, it still throws me Leo's name. I don't notice him now because it's different, and I'm so used to seeing it the old way.
I don't like that there's not a space
Yeah.
between the and.
Yeah, Leo, you might
Either before or after it.
Like, well, can you fix that?
Huh?
I asked if he could fix
Oh.
it. Yeah, these orange Venezuelans will not stop breeding, but gosh darn emperor tetras literally follow them and eat. Yeah, they're really good at that. Eat the eggs quicker than I could even roll them off the glass. Emperors they're just such pains in the asses, and I love them so much.
Have I ever seen a tank with neon tetras, cardinal tetras, and green neon tetras? I think I've seen a tank with neon and green neons, but not with all three.
Maybe not on purpose either, because I think they get sold together a lot.
Everyone's a member except Whip.
EJ.
And Aquatic Moose.
I don't need rocks. My water is like a rock. Like a rock. Yeah, our water is pretty.
Be water, my friend.
Oh, that's funny. Daisies and platinum. There you go.
I've wanted Daisy's rice fish for a long time.
They remind me of Praecox rainbows.
Little miniature.
Yeah, smaller. Yeah.
But yeah. Alas, in this area, they only sell males, so it's kind of annoying.
I get mad when anybody just sells males of anything, because it's like, I don't ever want just males. I want both. Always. Corridor. I'm not a member and proud of it. All right? Everybody leave me alone. He needs to figure stuff out.
I'm not sure if they're listed yet, Candy.
Duckweed free at the moment. A blessing. Yeah, Alec, congratulations on that. I don't know how you do it. Thanks,
Lots
Leo.
of medication.
Thanks, Leo. There you go. Look at Leo fixed it. It looks perfect.
Hey, I don't know why I just did that.
Yeah, why did you do that?
I don't know why I did that either. Oh, I did it again. Which one is it? This one. There.
What is this, amateur hour? Those purple platies are epic.
I got it for you, Candy.
What are we getting? Oh.
She said she couldn't find them.
Oh.
SKO3, Candy. Just search SKO3.
It literally looks like an O and not a 0. I don't know if it is an O, I think. Gastromyzon species. Nothing.
SK03. Oh, see, I'm pressing the 3. That's why it's doing this.
Oh.
That's the hotkey.
Oh. That would make sense.
SKO3. $29.99. And they did get confirmation from a Loach expert they're like 99% sure that this is the correct species.
Woo.
So
that's bodes well, guys.
And honestly, I wouldn't even care if they're not, because I'm buying them because they
Yeah.
look sweet and they're awesome.
Right.
If they have a different name in a couple months, why do I care?
Who cares? Erroneous on all counts.
I feel like for anyone who wants to start like a breeding for profit type of scenario, buying those Loaches would be a good start.
Absolutely. Especially if they are as non-fussy to breed as most hill streams, you know? Daisy's fry are a little under half an inch at the moment. Just got my first platinum eggs today. Woo!
Oh, shoot. I just realized I still haven't done the new member badge. All the cool kids are members. Some of us nerds snuck in too, though.
What up, nerd? I can't touch my
Candy
duckweed
still
until my
here?
albino blue-pied mystery snails get bigger. They're all up in here and too valuable to lose. Yeah, that's... Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team in situations like that.
I'm just responding to Candy here.
All good.
There's not a picture of them, so they can be a little harder to find.
It's a bummer when there's no picture of... it's always like the really good fish, too, that there's not a picture of.
And they're big. I mean, they're full-grown
Totally.
adults.
They're
So.
chunky and they look healthy.
So the Imperial Lapis tetras here that we're seeing on screen, behind the scenes info, they have blue Lapis tetra that look equally as beautiful. I don't know if they're I don't think they're listed yet, but keep an eye out.
Also, they're
Okay, real quick.
Oh.
I don't mean to interrupt. If you look at this video right here, you can see the green cloud, the green hue.
Those jelly beans should not look that color. They don't look like that.
They're green, but they're not that green.
They're not fully green. Like, it's just really obnoxious. It drives me.
It makes me just want to throw tanks away.
Yeah, it is that enraging. It really is. I agree. It's so frustrating.
This is why the new fish room, no duckweed. Absolutely not. No duckweed.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how long we can go.
I know.
Before
like
we
3
get
days, maybe.
before we get the herps. There are a few different genus that area are. Let me just start over. There are a few different genus that area that are all still called hillstream loaches, but Gastromyzon are likely one of the more straightforward to breed, so you have a pretty good shot at those.
That's kind of what I understood of it, which is why it boded well and seemed very worth the $30, for each. However many you'd get, maybe 6 or so, I don't know.
I don't know if this is like a joke, but what do you call a king snake that eats king snakes?
A cannibal? I mean, that's cannibalistic, so that's the literal term for that, but I don't know. I'm missing it? Yes, Ackies really love their food. Well said, Brandon Guy. You know who loves food more than the only animal I've ever... No, my
Yes, I do.
My bearded dragon. That was the one that ate me out of house and dubia roach. Like, she could eat $30 worth of bugs in a day. Crazy. But the Aki ate a ton, too.
Wait, what happened? I thought we already saw these.
What?
I wonder if I put these emperor
You have
tetras.
top chat on, by the way.
Oh yeah, we'll have live chat over here.
Oh, good for you. I can't read that. I have no idea what any of that
It's not
says.
different. That's why I'm curious. So far, it's been nothing different.
Oh, interesting.
Here's interesting. So this is top chat. It has Mitchell's comment.
Oh.
Live chat does not. Never mind. It's right here. Okay, I'm done.
In the same
Carry on.
breath.
Carry on. Has it already been 40-some minutes? We restarted into the chorus, so this video is 40-some minutes long. That was fast.
Bearded husband loves food too. Well,
I gotta move us back over here so they see the names.
I love those.
Yeah, I want to pull these out. So we have these in a 40-gallon community tank, and I want to pull them out and start spawning
I
again.
almost pulled them out and put them in a tank. I almost did that today. I was this close because I was like, you know, they need their own tank, and then I didn't.
They do community spawn in there, but we only get like 1 or 2 that actually make it.
I should have pulled them out. Dang.
Started with 8, now there's probably about 30, and they slowly just keep adding.
I've had beardies chase me down for food. They like crickets, but they will lose their minds over it. Yeah. Oh, when one of my most watched shorts is of my bearded dragon when I had painted my nails green and she loved her greens. And so I reached in there and she kept trying to like bite my finger, which they do that.
Ding, ding, ding.
What?
Another order. Whoop, whoop. We're celebrating orders today. I don't know why.
Ding, ding, ding.
I've never done it before, but it's exciting. We got a baby to pay for, so it's nice.
Oh, she's good, I think. I don't know.
That's why I said it to Leo, because
Yeah.
Leo's mentioned her.
She's good, I think, as far as I know. I don't know. I can't ask her, but.
Oh, Candy bought 4 of them.
Oh, good job.
So that was her.
Woo! Candy was not kidding. Like, I'm excited, Candy. What a good purchase. That's amazing.
All my bank account would allow. I hear that.
No, they're not cheap. I mean, they're. I think that's a great deal for what they are, but they're not cheap. A $30 fish is not cheap.
Texas cut off.
Which is why we're slowly adding to our lamp eyes. You just keep tacking them on every time. I've only had my king snakes. Oh, 1031, 20 inches long.
Mitchell, if you're still here, don't pay attention to these names. There are a couple that I got wrong.
Don't look, Mitchell.
I've already been yelled at a few times.
Don't look, Mitchell. Oh, I'm knocking things. Look away.
Jeez.
Wingspan.
You want to see my wingspan?
Yeah.
Hiya!
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I looked very alarmed, didn't I?
You looked very startled.
I was so startled.
So startled.
I was so startled. It was a spooky, spooky ghost.
You know who speaking of South Park, we're missing Steven.
Yeah, where's Steven?
Have we seen Steven yet?
Is Steven all right? That worries me a little bit. Hi. You're over here. That's weird. You're not normally the disruptor. Oh,
Where's my
great.
chat? There we
I had
go.
to go and speak to him, and now look what I've done. Oh, never mind. He's looking for his bone, I think.
It's all good. This was a lot of copying and pasting and a lot of researching, and I knew it. I knew there's like 60 species. I was like it's like 1 in the morning, and I knew I should just wait and have you check it and make sure everything's right. But I'm like, no, I'm getting this out now. So I watched it.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think there's 2
Whatever.
mistakes.
They'll just change it again, so it doesn't matter.
One of them is the Corridores virginiae. I called them Schwartzei or something, like completely wrong.
Whoa. That's out there.
And then
he streamed earlier?
so I edited the whole thing. There was like 50 species. I uploaded it. The audio was like there was no audio, and like this thing was live for like 6 hours before Ross was like, "Is there no audio?" I'm like, all these people watched it, and not one person
wrong with
said.
you people?
And so I took it back down, deleted it, redid it, and then added some species. But I still wanted to get them if you know they're all in order as far as their group 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all in order. So going back and then splicing some more in, I knew I was gonna mess a few of them up. But anyways, that was a long story for really no reason.
No, it explained things quite nicely.
And then also, like some of their names changed from singular to plural, and I didn't catch that either.
God, it's so annoying.
I am so happy to see that nobody is on board with the name change. Not one. I haven't seen like one person that's like, yes, this is what we needed for Corey's. Like,
so stupid.
Hanging out with fish nerds all weekend. I'm so glad. I kind of feel vindicated because everyone is like, not doing it. They're still corridors. We're not changing. It's stupid. So that made me feel a little better.
If I was in charge?
I think it's stupid too.
If?
Huh?
Leo said, if I was in charge, that wouldn't have happened, amateur hour. But he's questioning my in-chargeness. I'm being questioned. Not gonna lie, I listened to the short on Blue Tail Hill streams for about 5 minutes straight. Well, yeah,
that.
it does sound like if I was green, I would die. That's like everybody thought that's what it said.
No, see, it says I'm blue. I'm in need of a guy.
Yeah, that's what he says.
I'm blue. I'm in need of a guy.
Yeah, that's what he says. But I don't know.
I'm not, but that's what it
no?
sounds like.
You're kidding. I thought that's exactly what you needed. Are all of these fish yours?
Triliniatum. See, that's Triliniatus. Now it's Triliniatum.
No, Steve, these are not all ours. Some of them are, but not all of them.
Well, these Corys, I wish.
Yeah, really. If we had all these Corys, we would have no room for.
This is one I've never kept before, the Similis, and I want to.
Yeah, those are really pretty. I think the name change makes sense. The genus was too big for. Well, I mean, there you go. There you go. There's a varying opinion.
But there's bigger genuses, like.
Yeah, that's true. Also true.
I don't know.
I ended up with duckweed from some red root floaters. How rude. Your floating plant came with the worst floating plant? That sucks. I'd be so annoyed. That's how it normally happens, is it comes
Candy, that's what it sounds like.
I could just see her face right now.
That's just what it sounds like. When that song came out, I thought that's what the lyrics were. I had no idea. I've always hated that song, so I've never really inquired about it.
In time when music like that did well.
I still remember I worked at Circuit City when that song came out, and they just played that.
Yes, they did.
Over and over. The music video on the wall of tube TVs.
Why don't you just?
I just karate.
Why don't you just take it easy? How about that? You're getting
This song is getting me.
He's getting belligerent over there.
I'm getting upset.
Yeah, Arlo.
This song.
I hate it. He's getting really, really passionate about this. Kenny just finished putting together a new dresser in my kids' room. Already thinking about what tanks I can put on top of it when they're home. That's funny. Yeah, if there's a surface like that, it's hard not to put a tank on it, huh? I had many dressers with tanks on them. Have you tried sending that? Yeah, I've really, and I know if I'm not trying to like say any of this stuff is bad advice, but I really wouldn't be worried yet about the king snake. Like I really would not be concerned yet. It's in a new place. It already ate once. It could just still be full. It hasn't shed. I mean, there's a lot of factors here that are pointing to maybe he's just not.
When I got my second carpet python, she went 3 months.
Yeah.
And she was not an adult. But I'm like, I'm not giving in. You're going to eat these frozen pinkies eventually. Mm-hmm. You're not getting alive.
Yeah. And do you know, that is another, thank you for saying that. Do you know what he was being fed prior? Frozen thawed? Or if you got it from Petco, he's eating frozen thawed. Unless he refused for some reason. And it sounds like he ate one.
Judo chop.
Austin Powers. Good time to be alive also.
Fishcapade, such a great name.
I did puncture the skull on one today to release the brain smell. Didn't work. You want to know something crazy, Regina? Sometimes it's a fuzzy, right? Sometimes the color of the mouse matters. There are some snakes that will see like, a speckled mouse that has like black and, it's black with white spots or vice versa. And they're like, yeah, I don't like that. Like it just happens. And then you'll feed them like an all white one or an all black one. And they're like, okay.
Did she say if they're frozen or live or?
I don't know. I assume
she said
frozen thawed.
Drilled out the skull of one.
I doubt you did it on a live one because I just don't feel like you're like that.
Have you tried warming it up? Like that's what I had to do.
Leave it out for a while.
I actually had to put mine in warm water. And heat it up.
Yes, it's not panic time yet. No, I'd say like if you notice that the size, that's why I want to see it because also it matters. Like you can tell when you look at a snake, especially a younger snake, is it eating? Has it been eating regularly? I don't know if you ask them how he ate, but one of the biggest questions first questions I ask when I'm buying a reptile somewhere is when's the last time it ate? What does it eat? How often does it eat? I tried to buy Audra, thank you. I tried to buy a sunbeam snake. And they're notoriously bad eaters, and that's what made me not get it because they're like, oh yeah, it eats all the time. I'm like, there's no way. I don't believe you.
Well, if Bob approves, I know I did go with the name. I was thinking like, okay, when I said like I really like that name, I was about to say that would be a really good YouTube channel name, and then I was like, wait a minute, what if he already is a YouTube channel? I don't want to sound like a jerk. So
Fishcapades is great. Yeah, it's a really good one. I like it a lot.
Matt's name was really good too. Fish Troverts, and I'm sad he's not doing it anymore.
I know. Fish Troverts was great.
That's a really good name.
Candy, we did not yet.
What?
The snake gets his snake back, but I don't think we're getting his snake back. I think we're getting babies.
I don't know what's going on with there because I haven't
were
talked to
supposed to.
him in a long time.
Supposed to be 4.
We were supposed to split the babies. There was 9, and I said, well, just send me 4. And that was like 2 or 3 months ago, and I haven't heard anything since. So I don't know if I'm getting those. We'll see.
Random guy wants to know, Regina, if you're doing the zombie rat dance, holding it in tongs. And yeah, I've done that. I've had to do that with hognose.
I will say, to be fair, I haven't pushed it because we have a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm not upset that we don't have 4 carpet pythons right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to.
I'm on the
have them, but
I'm almost to the point where like just send me 1, and you can sell the others.
I was kind of thinking that like just 1 would be nice. We don't need a ton of them. We always get a ton of things, and it's like unnecessary. When you guys getting the blue tongue when it goes 75% off, that's when.
Hoo-ha. Oh, how did we miss 5 gifted memberships from Audra?
I said thank you, and then I kept talking because I was trying to not forget because I'm a brain dead, stupid person right now. So if I don't finish my sentence.
Mommy brain. She likes when I do this. Mommy brain.
Yeah, you see my face liking it? Do you see me liking it right now? Yeah.
Pacific Northwest Aqua, Colby, Michael, Sean, and Guppy.
Thank you,
Josh.
Audra. You know how much we love those gifted memberships.
Don't forget, we stream after this for an hour.
I like that we're singing these things. I don't know why, but there you go.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
There was a comment I wanted to get to. Oh, here we go. Hoo-ha. Hello, I have a Cory species I would like to identify. I've not had any luck so far. Would you guys know of a resource or anything that could help me identify them?
Send a picture.
You can send me a picture at steenfottakatics@gmail.com, and I can try. Or if you're on Facebook, I have a Facebook group, Steenfott Aquatics. I almost said .com, but it's Facebook. So just Steenfott Aquatics. And you can share a picture there, and we have some people in there that could probably help identify. And now Candy gifting 5 more memberships.
Candy.
I feel like we're almost running out of people. Still no whip, though.
Thank you, Candy.
Doctor Tracy. Scuba Steve.
Damn
Wendy.
you.
I can't read that one.
I don't want this to go away, so I'm going to say it real quick. So, Andrea, I'm Brazilian. Firstly, sorry for my horrible English. It's not horrible. You're fine. In your opinion, what place in Brazil have more species of tetra group, Pantanal, Mato Grosso, or Amazon? That's a good question. And honestly, off the top of my head, I couldn't say definitively, but now I want to know. I would almost think Mato Grosso.
I would think... So I would go Mato Grosso just for corridors, but I know you're specifically looking for tetras.
I know, and that's what's kind of throwing. But I've seen some beautiful tetra in the Mato Grosso.
I don't think you're gonna go wrong going to either place if that's what your intent is to go and look.
Right. I don't know what context you mean it in, but I would have to double check on that because I really, God, that's a really good question because now that piques my interest. But I would just think, I don't know. Oliver Lucanis talks about a lot of really beautiful tetra from the Mato Grosso. So,
what? The algae rhythm. It's me.
Damn,
yeah, you should be on there. I mean, you comment a lot.
You do. That really surprises me.
This actually tells me who's the most commenter now.
I win.
And Regina was
gotta watch more videos. I guess so. I guess that's it.
Now it's probably not going to show me just because I said
Gonna feed the tanks. That's a whole thing.
Let's see.
Regina, I am very confident your setup and everything is just like I really just think it's got to be. I want to know if it was a big fuzzy. It could have just been a big fuzzy, and he's like, "I'm good for a while," you know. So I think we get so stuck in our heads when we hear like, "Oh, they're supposed to eat every week, every other week, once a month," and you get that in your head, and you go, "Okay, if it doesn't do this, I'm gonna freak out." When in reality, with reptiles especially, they eat when they're hungry. Especially with snakes, it can really vary from snake to snake. So it's hard until you know that snake well and you've kept it for a while and it's an adult or a subadult and it gets out of that baby stage. You're not going to know its patterns. You know, it's probably only eaten a few times since it's born.
Regina was our top commenter last week. This week,
wow.
I'm kind of stunned. It's Eric Wyrock.
Really?
Is leading this week.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know when it resets.
Huh.
But yep, he's in the lead. Empire, Jeff Kane is a close second. Anyways.
Yeah, and if the temp is too low, that can absolutely affect reptiles wanting to eat, digesting their food, all those things.
Sprinkle a little magic nano on the rodent.
Okay. You do that.
It is magic.
I would love it if you did that and it freaking ate it. That'd be amazing.
We are coming out with a video soon that's going to show the magic nano feed. We're comparing lots of different types of nano food. So if you have any suggestions, we still have to pick up some rapashi.
Oh,
which we forgot.
To get Repashy.
Yeah.
That wasn't just me forgetting. That was you too. So blame it on both of us.
Corey, before you say anything, I don't know why I'm so pink.
Yeah, we were trying to figure that out. He's very, very pink in the face there. That might actually work.
If you wet it.
You never know if that's stinky.
Doing a report back.
80-ish on the warm side, plus a basking spot at 90. It's fine. It's fine. I really, like, it's fine. I know you're not asking me, sorry.
Now, does Fluval make a fry version of the bug bites, or
No.
because I'm only looking for fry branded specific food. That's I don't.
Yeah.
So like obviously, Fluval bug bites, crushing them up, great for fry, but specifically, so we've got like First Bites, we got the Magic Nano food, we've got the extreme version of their nano
Dr.
food,
Baslier.
Dr. Baslier, Sarah,
Doesn't
and
North
there's
Fin have one?
North Fin.
Well, that's a lot. We've got a lot.
We got like 6 or 7.
Yep.
And
And
it's
they're-
taken a while because we're feeding one every
yeah.
day, and then
And there are definitely some that I can tell they prefer over others. The Magic Nano has been a hit in our fish room from everything I've fed. They like it a lot.
he's pooped 4 times since I fed him too. I think you're just fine.
Regina, I promise you, I would be willing to, I don't like to do this, but I'd be willing to say, like, he's A-okay. He just needs to be hungry again. And when he's hungry, and also I will look forward to this picture because I want to see.
Oh yes, I also got to get golden pearls.
Oh, yeah, the golden pearls.
I thought I had some, but I couldn't find it.
I like this. Everyone's very concerned about the snake, and I think that's nice. I really do. Like, I think that's nice that everybody's trying to help with that.
Fluval is tripping, so I don't really.
Fluval is trippy. Okay. What's in the Magic Nano? Magic.
Well, I just happen to have it
I
right
was
here.
gonna say, how weird that it's sitting right there.
Ingredients: whole krill, whole
Krill.
anchovy, whole shrimp, wheat. Okay, so whole krill meal, whole anchovy meal, whole shrimp meal, wheat flour, fish oil, and yeast.
Yum, yum,
That's
yum.
it.
That's great.
I can't tell you how many times I look at ingredients and there's like 8,400 things. That really bothers me.
That have 20 letters in them that you're like, what the hell is that? It's good stuff.
Oh, speaking of that, this is gonna be like,
Do
anyways.
you believe in that?
Yeah.
What?
I'll be right back.
Oh.
You can talk.
Can I? Thank you for that permission. I've been given permission to speak, guys. It's amazing. I want to try the Magic Nano, but I don't know if my fish are too big. I have an angel, swordtails, a rice fish, pandagara. Corey, here's the thing. I'll be honest. I've fed it to other stuff that's not small, and they still eat it. So I mean, it's good food. Fish will eat good food.
Whoops. Anyways, we're back anyways. So
What did you get? Oh,
speaking, this reminded me, not sponsored or anything, but this is Honest Kitchen.
it's good stuff. Maynard.
This first time trying it, their dog food and
I've used it for a long time.
snacks. So
Yeah.
treats, right? And the ingredients is what reminded me of it. This is the ingredients: cod and blueberries. That's it.
That's why I used it forever.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to give them some. I don't think they saw it yet.
No,
They're
they're
sleeping.
none the wiser at the moment.
So very, very satisfied with Honest Kitchen. All their stuff is like 2 ingredients. It's crazy.
So Fishcapades, long story short, I think you would be fine trying it with other things, especially angelfish. Angelfish could definitely eat that.
I broke the green screen.
Swordtails could definitely eat that. Rice fish, 1,000%. And they are nano fish technically. I mean, they're a little bigger, but no, it's good food. I would give it a whirl for all those things. Corys love it because they can just go on the bottom and suck it up. So they're big fans.
Will Synodontis kill plecos? I think some of the larger species could probably kill the smaller species, but would they? I wouldn't think so.
weird.
That would be
Yeah.
very bizarre.
Yeah, that'd be odd.
There'd be that has to be like some kind of personal vendetta. Like you took my cave.
The personal vendetta.
I've never met a Synodontis that's been angry,
No, I can't even like.
and I've kept Brachardi, which get huge.
Those are
Well, no,
big.
they don't. They get like 8, 9 inches.
That's pretty big still.
That Brachardi are actually my favorite Synodontis. I love that they're 8 inches, but they're like torpedoes, so they're really thin. Whereas like the multi-punctatus, they're also like 8 to 10 inches, but they're fat. I don't really like that. Obviously, I've kept the Petricola, Lucipennis, whatever. The Pleurops is really fun. They're the ones with the huge bug eyes. Those ones are really cool. I don't know. I've kept a lot, and I've never had them. Besides eating eggs and then depositing their own, like that's about it.
Are you actually asking both of us, Leo, what we think about Mbuna? You know what I think.
I don't dislike them. There's probably here's the way I look at it. There's out of all the species, there's probably like 3% of them that I like. So like the Seleuce. I can't even think of another one.
Let's Seleuce. The end.
I'd have to go back. It's been a long time since I've kept African cichlids, and we actually did an African cichlid video. It's like an hour long.
Oh my god, it's so long.
So like 3 people are gonna watch it, but it was still really fun.
Or they'll watch like 10 minutes of it.
It's specifically Lake Tanganyikan cichlids, so
there's a lot.
That's what I like. Leo is Lake Tang. But I like Cynotilapia, which I call like small Mbuna.
Yeah, those are
the same shape, just a little bit smaller. What else? I'd have to go back and look.
Yep, Corey, that's what I said. Get goldfish, move them around, eat duckweed. Or I said goldfish are the best that I've ever had.
Yeah, but then I'm stuck with a goldfish. I don't like renting fish.
Relax. I'm just kidding.
I still have goldfish from the old turtle.
Yeah, there's goldfish.
But they're out in the pond and they're like 8 inches, so they're not going in the fish room.
They're still like they just float in the wintertime under the ice. Whoa there. Easy. Suspect's becoming belligerent. Magic Nano could use a little scoop though. I'm using the little scoop from the Bacter AE to feed it. I dump things in the lid. That's how I roll. I'm a lid dumper. I've got Bug Buffet from Nick with keeping fish simple. My fish go nuts for it, and it can be crumbled in your finger. There's plenty of food. Like I would crumble bug bites for small fish too.
So I've stole some of the Bug Buffet from Corey, and I do like it, but is it? I think like is it really expensive to get here? Like it's from Australia, right?
Oh yeah, does he sell it here? That's a good question.
I don't know.
The Tetra Neon Cardinal, 30 cents a dollar in the state of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro.
What?
Andrea, how much is neon fish? So like a neon Tetra or a Cardinal or a neon Tetra here is usually like $3 to $5, depending on where you get it. So not very expensive. They're still an inexpensive fish here. Definitely, I mean, I can't 30 cents of the dollar in the States, so that's not bad. I mean, that's a lot cheaper, but still not expensive here. They're pretty affordable fish.
I also like that food at Jody P, but it's so spendy with shipping. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Because I remember, oh no, I didn't steal it from Corey. It was when he was on vacation, and he had some, and I used it in his fish room.
Oh, well, I guess you didn't steal it then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, you were there.
Yeah. I remember that stuff, yeah.
That's how I learned about it. I sent Corey a message, and I was like, man, this stuff's really good. And he's like, yeah, but it's really expensive to get.
Yeah, that sucks. Maybe they'll figure that out, or you can get in a group with people and order a bunch of it. Also, a lid dumper, not a good lid dumping food. It doesn't fully is it sticky? I don't have that. I don't know. I'm a rough one. I just hit the lid on something.
What is lid dumping? Is that like the lid on the toilet? Like
yes. No, it's you take the food, you put it in the lid, you dump it in the tank, so you don't pour a whole lot in there. You can, control the amount that you're putting in. I know it's pricey, but some of my favorite prepared food of all time is Repashy. Yeah, it's agreed. It stays water stable for hours, allowing the fish to more naturally graze instead of pig out. Repashy is great for reptiles and for fish. It's a wonderful, wonderful food. So, yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, I think we hit a milestone, by the way. Not to keep talking about.
Did we?
To keep talking about it, but I think we passed with those gifted. I think we passed 300 members.
Oh, really?
No,
Wait,
200.
You meant 200, right? I was gonna say 300. Did we get an extra 100
wish.
that I didn't know about? Because I thought it was almost 200.
200.
Yeah,
we passed 200.
8 more people. 200.
No, we got 10 this stream, so we
passed
it.
Oh, you're right. It hasn't. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, yeah, 200.
Alan Rapashi is a goat. He's also really expensive.
Finally pulled all the Val and Crips out of my 40 breeder. It filled a trash bag. My buddy got very lucky. I feel bad sometimes having to throw plants away, but you know what? you can't just keep them because they're growing sometimes because it ruins the scape. I had to pull a lot out today when I was moving stuff around.
I would like to try Bug Buffet at some point. It's pretty good. The reason I like it better than Bug Bites because it's soft. Like that's my biggest gripe with Bug Bites is
It is
so freaking hard.
What I like about that is that it doesn't disintegrate immediately, and they have a moment to eat it before it's completely vapor. So that it does serve a purpose, I feel. Did you guys go to the Wet Spot warehouse or the store? We went to both.
Both.
Yeah, we did both this
We
time.
we live streamed from both. So we live streamed from the warehouse for members, and then we live streamed to the public from the store.
It's a nice store.
It is a really nice store.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. Does Repashy go bad after the date, even though it's powder? I would say that with lots of stuff like that, they have to put a date on everything, and I'm sure it would still be okay whether its nutritional content starts to deplete. It's questionable. It depends on a lot of different factors, how you store it, the temperature, if it's moist, if it's dry, there's a lot of factors.
Moist.
I don't know why I said that word.
Moist.
It was a mistake.
I found a really cool fish that I want to show.
I agree, Veranda Guy. PVC is so much more, it's so much easier to control. Glass is
this the one?
A nightmare. Yeah.
What? They're only $15?
Yeah, they're really inexpensive.
Okay.
I know, right?
Okay. So
you didn't know that? I thought you
knew
that.
We did a video on these because I thought they were so pretty, and I was like, let's make a video. I was like, do you know about these fish? And she's like, yeah, of course, idiot. And I was like,
That's
okay, well, let's make a video on them. These fish are absolutely bonkers. They're
really
bettas.
They're great.
I cannot believe this fish is only $15. Like,
yeah.
Why in the world would you ever buy a Splendens?
That's a good question, right?
When you can get this for $15.
These guys are what I would consider to be a wild-ish beta, and why I say that is because if it is a true beta smaragdina, then you're in luck. But a lot of times they are crossed with Splendens or Mahachiensis or some other type of similar species that isn't exactly what they should be, and it gets really muddled and they start to take on traits that maybe they shouldn't have. But if you get an actual smaragdina, which to me, these looked great, you will find that they're like the super nice version of a Splendens. I think they are much prettier. They remind me of alien bettas, which at one point I spent a lot of money on because I wanted to try and spawn them. They can be kept, like females can be actually kept in a harem, whereas with Splendens I would never do that. But with these guys, the females can live together. You could actually keep a couple males. Like if you had a 40 breeder and it was heavily planted, lots of line of sight breaks, you could keep 2 males and probably like 6 females. I mean, they're just a really underrated fish. Like, why would you ever buy a Splendens when you could get a smaragdina? And they're gorgeous. The males have a lot of turquoise on them. Females are still pretty, just not quite as blue. They have more of the red overall and shorter fins.
And obviously, we know why you would buy Splendens. There's different spinach, different colors. Like, we're not hating on them.
No. But this is like a really good wild option.
I just can't believe this is $15. Yeah. That's bonkers to me.
Really good price. Really great personality. Not shy.
I thought they'd be like $40.
No, not shy at all. They're very up in your face, which I think to me is a huge plus.
So Fish Capade says, need another nice long dance fish tour. Love the tour you did way back. I agree, both of them. Johnny was in the stream a while back, and I was like, hey, why don't we get something going? And he was like, sure. Are you gonna bring Corey? And I was like, oh, that's how it is now. Okay.
Sorry, just me.
Just little old me. No biggie. Got millions of views on the videos, but whatever.
No big deal. Who's counting?
Did you see this one? Here, read this one.
What?
Right here.
Do you know that 100 people die last year in the state of Para, Amazon River, and capture of Laura Cart? Wow.
That is sad.
I could see it because of the rapids, right? Because it's rough water.
That's really sad.
That is very sad. I do think about that stuff. Like what people go through to get these fish is not always easy. And a lot of people depend on it a lot. Like it's a big money maker. I know that, and that's to risk your life for that. It's crazy.
Okay, get this one.
Mitchell said there is a guitar pattern version, so you can get where the rays and the tail have lines across them that look like a guitar's fretboard. That's cool. That sounds cool.
Of the
Smaragdina, right? I know what
Smaragdina.
you're talking about, yeah. I've seen, so I've kept them. I kept a lot of different wilds for a while because you couldn't really find them, and I found a place where I could get several different species, and I wanted to try them out. And I think so far, so far, this is going to sound so stupid, the macrostoma have been my favorite, but my second favorite, a close second, were the chinoides and the albimarginata. But I also really enjoyed these. Like, I enjoyed all of them, and I think, like I said, as an alternative to splendens, if you're sick of the splendens where I'm keeping one fish, and like, you could definitely give this a whirl where you try like maybe
Peugeot.
a male and 5 females or something like that, which is fun.
That's so sad to think about. These poor people are risking their lives so we can have something pretty in a glass box. Yeah. I mean, it's no different than like everyone committing suicide to make your Apple phone, right? They have to install suicide nets on the building where the iPhones are put together. Like, that's sad too. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Sad.
Who's gonna take a chance of buying a membership tonight? Poor Whip. I think he's on week 3 or 4 of not getting one.
He has eaten it every time here.
I'll try. I'll try again, Whip.
He tries for you every week.
I'll try. Everyone have Whip in your thoughts here. Let's will it to happen. One and done. I'm doing it.
Oh boy.
It's going to Whip. I promise.
We'll see.
Who's it gonna be? That's so bizarre.
Sorry, Whip. We tried.
I feel like you're ineligible. Maybe you've won so many that maybe you're just ineligible now. I don't know.
Yeah, multiple attempts have been made.
You missed. There's been 10 gifted memberships so far. I don't know if you were here earlier, but you might have missed it this week.
Well,
thank you, Steenfott Aquatics, for gifting 1 membership. All right.
I got another one. Let's see what happened. Oh,
Rappa.
Jeez, man.
I just like that. Look at all the lurkers.
Jeez, Louise, who are these people? Who are you people?
Lurkers.
Say something.
How dare you?
Show yourself.
Just say hi. Random guy, Liquid Zoo. Thanks.
This is so funny.
Poor Whip.
I know, man. Wow, things have changed.
This feels like gambling.
It does feel like gambling a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, my collar's on. Oh, Steven.
There's Steven.
Steven, where the hell have you been?
We were just asking about you.
We were a little concerned.
Let's see.
Frank, Kathos, David, Mike, and John. God, Whip.
Michael. I think you're blacklisted.
Michael, sorry.
Are you banned on the channel?
Yeah, what happened? Are you in trouble? What's happening?
Not gonna happen, Whip.
Thanks, Steven.
Thank
you, Steven. Thank you, Liquid Zoo. Thank you, Nancy.
I like when people talk about themselves in the third person.
That's pretty great.
Whip says, "Poor Whip, he can't catch a break."
It's even funnier with Whip too, because that's just funny. Oh boy, just do better. Thank God you're here, Steven. Just in time for it. Well, I don't know how long we're going today, but we shall see. Do better. Angered the YouTube.
Yeah, who'd you anger over the Google?
There's a disturbance in the force, clearly. Whip and Moose need to maintain better. Yeah, they need to make better life choices. The ban hammer. Got a lot of Regina! Everybody's trying, Whip. Everybody's trying for you. What's gonna happen?
Is Whip like the most loved guy in the fish fam, or
Deadeye? I was gonna say, wow, you've had a lot of people come out for you.
I'm
here,
surprised
Whip.
Fishcapades hasn't won one either,
I know.
or Aquatic Moose.
So they had to change the way this is like.
I think
it's weird now.
Wait a minute, is Zen Ginger here?
Oh.
Oh yeah, right there. Oh my gosh, now I feel like a jerk.
I was gonna say I'm tired. We've had a long weekend. It's not.
Don't hate us too much, Zenny.
We're really just struggling. Like we need to be home for at least a day. I feel like to settle back in.
I'm scrolling up to like see when the last time she said something, because now I feel like a jerk.
My wife rolls her eyes every time she asks me a question. I reply with, "Curtis doesn't know." Yeah, I think I might eye roll you at that point too.
Oh yeah.
YouTube hates me too.
Here she's been spamming to join as a member, spamming for. Oh, she did say like earlier. Okay.
Oh my God.
We're just brain dead. Don't hate us, then, please.
It's because we're so reliant on you too. Like that's just so like, my God, what's wrong with
Hey, she did get her salary of $1 per year, so
fulfilled. Whip got gifted. Oh, at least you got one on Steven's channel. Okay, there you go. You got something there, buddy.
Well, at least you know you're capable.
Yeah. Of getting a membership? Yeah.
Yeah, like you're not like secretly
Totally.
blacklisted or something.
Yeah. I am, but I'm making pizza. She's been quiet. She's pizza making.
I want pizza.
Well,
we should have got pizza instead of chicken.
Sorry. Well, we got chicken. We've been eating crap for like 3 days straight, so it's rough when you have to eat out every single day. Figure out what you're going to eat that doesn't just all taste the same.
I'm right there with you, Whip. He says, I'm just going to have to break down and figure out my PayPal. I keep saying that, but I really don't like the idea of intentionally giving them my digits.
No,
I'm the same way.
I get it. That's totally understandable.
Night Owl member for 4 months. Thank you. Says, dang, Whip, I'm on my 4th. Sorry, buddy.
That's funny.
Regina, are you the fancy lady with the fancy scleromastics?
That's funny. Hi, everybody. Hey, Paul.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hey. Well, now you've done it. Way to go.
Lay down.
Shipping on Bug Buffet to Iowa was $24. Yeah, that's pretty hefty.
Oof.
Unless you're buying a lot of food, you know. Unless you're like I said, get a group of people together and everybody buys food. YouTube needs to do better.
I don't know if there's a scleromastics lady out there. I'd be interested. I do like some scleromastics. At first, I thought it said Euromastics.
There you are, Arlo. You're encroaching on my space here.
Paul,
hi, unfortunately.
What's up, Paul? Good to see you.
Hey, Arlo, go on now.
Go lay down. Did you get Veranda Guy? Going to be setting up a 20-gallon long for breeding the Avinacara in one and orange cories in the other. First time actually trying to spawn fish and raise the fry. Hopefully it goes okay. Well, I don't know about the Avinacara, but yeah. I mean, your cories are already spawning, so that should be heard.
Yeah, I heard the bimaculata can be a sticky wicket, but I'm wishing you the best of luck because I think a lot of it has to do with each pair.
Wicket.
Yes. It has a lot to do with the individual pair, too. Euromastic.
I heard that too, Bob. Euromastic. Yeah, that's what I thought at first. I was like, oh, there's a Euromastic.
God, I love Euromastics.
I know. It's a fire hazard waiting to happen, though.
They're just great, though. Their little tiny heads are so cute.
We need 400-degree basking area.
We want to be on fire. Well,
just put us in the oven, and we'll be fine.
I mean, some of them can go a little low, but not really below 130. So, chicken penne Alfredo, garlic bread, Caesar salad. Ooh, God, and Pop-Tarts. I like it. They better be strawberry or they don't count.
Jody wants to know if Empire of Dirt, are you on the band app at all?
Hey, they have that for Sacramento Aquarium Society.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. Okie dokie.
I'm gonna make the band app. I'm gonna download it right now.
Shut up.
Woo!
You're not allowed to. You're banned.
Sacramento.
You're banned from the band app. No one wants you there. Get out of here.
Is it proper though?
I don't know. Is it? You tell me. God.
Sticky Wicket? Is that a croquet thing?
I think I have a compatible pair out of the 6. Going to get the tank established at a super low pH, then drip acclimate them for a few. I think that will be your best bet right there. And I'm glad you have. I mean, that's usually what you want, right? Out of the 6, there should be at least one pair. That's generally the ticket there. You guys can just drop everything and go to the OCA convention this weekend. I'm going to be unloading a boatload of Scleromastic CW 38.
One of these days, we're going to have to make it to the OCA. One of these days. There's no direct flights from where we are, so maybe there will be in Sacramento.
There's
proper
usually direct flights from Sacramento most places.
To everywhere.
Plus, our airport is amazing.
It's Sacramento. Of course, it's amazing.
I'm sorry. Anybody who knows Sacramento's airport knows how easy it is to get in and out of. It's just super simple. It's better than SeaTac. That's for sure. Ugh.
Steenfott Aquatics, there's Regina, Eric Bodrock's fiance. She has all sorts of scleros. That's another place I'd like to go. Somebody's asking you a question. Where'd it go? Tell us more about Emperor tetras. Why is such a pain yet worth it? Are they a pain?
Yeah, I think they're a pain. So they are some of the nippier tetras, and there's different types. So most of the time when you see emperors, common emperors, they are Hyphesibrycon palmeri. So palmeri, they aren't as bad as, so my favorite are the rainbow emperors, and those are Hephaesbricon leucordi. Or Nematobricon, sorry. Nematobricon. My brain is not working. However, with the ones that are my favorite, the rainbows, they will destroy each other. They are really nippy. They're like little baby piranhas. If you have like 6 of them, you can't have 6 of them. I recommend if you ever want leucordi, get 12 or more, or else you're going to have a lot of issues with nipped fins and them just going after each other constantly. And the same thing with the palmeri to a lesser degree, but if you have a really small group of them, they just go after each other and they'll nip each other sometimes to death. Like they'll really go after the smaller, weaker ones. However, if you have a nice big group of them, they are some of the most enjoyable tetra. They're fearless. They're really pretty. I mean, I just think for me, their body shape and the way they look, their eyes, everything, they're just totally worth it. And they're not an expensive fish. You can find them everywhere, which is also a huge plus. So I just think that you have to be really cognizant of your stocking, because if you have too few, you're going to have issues guaranteed. I have palmeri emperors and they bit me. Yeah, see, there you have it. Yeah, I could totally see them biting a person too. They're just like little baby piranhas. They just want to be jerks. They don't pick on, like I kept them with larger cichlid or medium size, like 7 to 8 inch cichlids. And they did really well in there. The cichlids didn't bother them, and they were in like a group of 20, and they did really well. So I'd say like 12 and up.
Our Latin American ambassador wants to know if you have any questions about Latin American fish.
God. Yeah, I probably have a lot off the top of my head. I can't think of anything, but like, yeah, I'm gonna now sit here and think about it.
Anyone?
Yeah, if anybody, that's a very nice offer, because I'm sure people do have questions. I'm just trying to think what. I don't know. I'm going to think about this though. We have a little time left.
We got a little time left.
I'm going to ponder this for a moment. Yeah, palmeri are really easy to breed. Emperor tetras are, and there's also the Ichpyathus cari, the cari tetra, which they're the super blue emperors. So they're ones with like the really blue purple body. They're not as bad either. They're not quite as nippy in my experience as what?
I'm worried about that. It's something I'm just reading.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was like, oh my God, what? No, they're not as bad. But if you ever want the leucordi, which are the prettiest of all of them, I'm sorry, they just are. You need to really have a big group of them.
Regina says Bob's been living in the wilderness his entire life. He's gonna have to adjust to polite society. I don't know. When I was in Sacramento, they didn't seem too polite, so I think I'll be okay.
Yeah. Most of the people in Sacramento proper aren't
proper.
They're worried about their own thing. Proper. You know what I mean? Rana guy said my males are 2 inches and you can see their blue eyes from across the room. Yeah, their eyes are freaking ridiculous. That's a great thing about them also. So males have blue eyes, females have green eyes. They're very easy to sex.
I gotta move us back to the left.
To the left, to the left.
There. We got about 10 more minutes, so if you have questions.
Amy has a question. What tank mates do you enjoy putting with your Bolivian rams? I have a 38-gallon and not loving my current combo. Ooh, yeah, I like that question.
I can go quick if you want to think
go.
about it. So the last time I have... Bob seems polite AF. Let's see. The last time I had Bolivian rams, I had them with roseline sharks.
Oh, wow. That's a good
obviously
opposite
corridoras.
There, yeah.
And actually... It's kind of weird, but lamp Achilles and the roseline barbs didn't mess. You would think the roseline barbs would go after the lamp eyes because they're so small, but it wasn't a problem. And both the lamp eyes and the Bolivian rams spawned in that aquarium.
Please don't put roseline sharks in a 38-gallon. That's okay.
Oh, I didn't get that part.
No, it's okay. But that's what I like about that is a very good way to explain that Bolivians can be kept with pretty much anything because you can keep them with something like a roseline shark.
We almost got them last weekend.
Yeah, I was very close to getting some. So if you wanted a schooling fish, I'd say they'd be great with wad-eye. They'd be great with which
is the blueberry tetra.
Which are the blueberry tetra. They'd be great with the lapis tetra. They'd be great with emperor tetras. I actually kept emperor tetras with mine, and I also kept them with medium-sized cichlids. So different type of acara. And the nice thing about what I did keep them with, like my Bujerkina and my electric blue acara stay mid-level, and obviously the Bolivian rams stay low. I actually kept my threadfin acara with my Bolivians too. But for a 38-gallon, I'd say you probably want to focus on a schooling fish. So, man, pretty much anything. You could do different types of rasbora. You could do
AF
rainbow
is my
fish.
favorite unit of measurement.
You could do lots. You could do anything.
How
with
about
them.
bloodfin tetras with Bolivian rams?
You could do
Absolutely.
yeah, you could do blood fins. Glass blood fins, which are my favorite. I absolutely love.
That's
the
a good
glass blood
question.
fins. What?
If our South American ambassador is still here, Mikum says most endangered cichlid in Latin Central America. Any rescue programs to support
That
it?
is a great question.
Well, oh my gosh, what is it? We were just talking
Project
about.
Piaba?
Yeah, Piaba.
There are different programs. Project Piaba is one of them, but I'm sure there's got to be other ones as well. I know that a lot of the people that had previously relied on, catching fish for the aquarium trade to support themselves are now being paid by palm oil farmers more to destroy their forests, which in turn are destroying the animals. So hopefully less of that continues to happen because it's been a huge issue.
I measure height in a unit called DeVitos, which is based on Danny DeVito. I go by fathom because I am 1 fathom. What? I'm a fathom.
That's just so no one's gonna know.
Somebody in here knows
No
what a
one's gonna
fathom
know.
is. And it's not this is why when they say in Star Wars, he's like, it's 86 fathoms. Yeah. I'm like,
I actually
no.
know what a fortnight is, how long a fortnight was. When we were watching something, they said it at a fortnight. I was like, isn't that 2 weeks? I don't even know why I remembered that, but that's a fortnight in case you didn't know. Pseudomagills with Bolivians, that may be what yeah, you could do pseudomagills with Bolivians.
That would be
for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I really have never met a fish that I put with I had gobies, like rainbow gobies with my Bolivians. I had rice fish with my Bolivians. I had geophagus with my Bolivian. I mean, everything. I had them with cupid cichlids, which I loved because I feel like they look like mini cupid cichlids anyways. So that was cool. Had them with Guyana-cara. Had them with everything. They spawn in a tank with the thread Finnicara and the other Acara. They managed to push all these big ass fish away from them.
Is any rubbing it in my face like I just took a poop on the living room floor?
Nice. If you have a really dark scape with the Bolivian rams, diamond tetra. Ooh, good. Yes, if you have a blackwater situation with your Bolivians, which works wonderfully and they look amazing, and I would recommend, the diamonds would look amazing also. I love diamond tetra. That's a really underrated tetra that's very inexpensive and easy to find. So yeah, that's a good one.
That's how I feel about the gold tetras that no one ever keeps.
Oh yeah, those are really nice too. Didn't they have those at Petco? I think they had those not long ago.
Probably because they're like $2.
Yeah, they looked great too, and I was like, man. I think Amatlania and Manatlantia, Nanaludia, just got added to CARE's species list. There you go, another beautiful fish. Love those.
Quitting is for quitters, Nancy. Some number of nautical miles. A fathom is a measure of depth. It's 6 feet.
Hey.
As Callie Taylor, see somebody new, 6 feet.
Winner.
55 or 40 breeder. 40 breeder wins every time.
Every single time.
The one time I got good advice from Petco and I didn't take it was when I got back into the hobby and I just the guy there was like, get 40s, don't get 55s. And I'm like, but it's 15 more gallons. It's got to be better.
Footprint sucks.
And then trying to scape a 55.
Can't put anything in there.
Which is weird because I love a 33, but I hate a 55.
It just changes everything though with that height. It just, in the footprint, it's just, 40 breeder every time. 40 breeder is my second favorite size tank. 75 will be my favorite forever because there's so much you can do with a 75 gallon tank without taking up a ridiculous amount of space.
Do you know of First Nation Zingu of Amazon fishing piranhas for tank with vine timbo?
Oh.
Make the fish sleep.
Interesting. Oh, it's like a natural sedative or something? Interesting.
Caitlin says, I hate that the fluval lights don't turn back on after power goes out. I know, they're awful. They are awful. They are so overrated.
If you're going to get a 4-foot tank, might as well go with the 75. 100% of the time, yes.
Or even a 60.
Yeah. Just not a 55. No.
I've yet to try a 60.
I love 6-foot tanks. No, I do too. 125 is, again, top 3. I would say it's 75, 40 breeder, 125. Just because 125 is a way bigger commitment to weight and space. It's just a lot. You're up another echelon there, I feel like. So most people aren't in a position where they can keep a 125 from
all the room he has, and that's where he went.
He looks so uncomfortable.
He looks very comfortable to me.
I know, his face is all smushed.
Forget both 75s all around. That's what I want to do in the new fish room.
Yeah, that's what we've talked about. It would be so sweet to have just a ton of 75-gallon tanks. I feel like everything just is happier with more space, even if you keep it together. Like everything I had in 75 spawned like crazy. Like they never should have, but they did because they were so comfortable. I don't know. It's crazy.
I have 240 longs. I love them, but they are hard to find. Yep, I do love. That's Gary Lang's favorite tank size is a 40 long. At least it used to be. I don't know if it still is.
If you're getting a 4-foot tank, might as well go with a 150 high. Yeah, that's realistic.
I have a comment about that, but I'll wait for the member stream. Ooh, it's a juicy comment.
I can't wait.
Mike says, I'm such a fluval shill. They've been great for decades to me. They're just overpriced and under-deliver.
I'm not saying they don't have products that work well, though. I mean, there's
like, obviously, the FX6 works well.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lights work well.
I had 3 FX4s. I liked them. They did what they needed to do. Ooh, Night Owl has 12 chameleon whiptail fry and still have 1 egg that hasn't hatched. 3rd spawn is the lucky one. Nice. That's exciting. Love whiptails. They're great. They have really pretty red lizard whiptails at the wet spot right now. They look really nice.
Will the new fish room be the same as the reptile room?
Like
what does that mean?
Same space?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Leo.
Because right now we currently have a room for reptiles and a room for fish. But I would
rather have one giant room with both in it.
It would be easier to do that.
Especially because most of the reptiles we keep are tropical, so the humidity is
helps.
perfect.
Although it is keeping the Tegu up longer than I would like. She should be brumating already, and she is still climbing the walls wanting more food every day. So
instead of 255s, get 275s? Yes.
Absolutely. I would never buy a 55 again.
Whip says, you can't wait until the member stream until someone buys me a membership. We got an A for effort. We tried.
Everyone tried real hard for you today, Whip. They really did. They all came out for you.
But speaking of that, we got to cut this one short. Well, not short. It's been an hour and a half.
I don't think it's short.
We usually go a little bit longer, but it's been a long weekend. We're tired. And we still have one more stream to do. So all new members, you should get automatically redirected to the member stream. I say that every time, and it never happens. But I have quadruple checked. It is set to automatically scoot you over there, so hopefully it does.
Thank you, Andrea. That's nice. I appreciate it.
Where? What?
She said, congratulations for the channel. Talk about Brazilian fish. The grand part of Brazilian persons don't know about this species. I bet. I feel like that could be a distinct possibility. We love our Brazilian fish.
And we hope to make it there someday.
Yeah, I would. Oh, that'd be the best.
Not anytime soon because...
Okay. All right.
Someone's working on something over there, but,
my fault. So.
Someday.
My bad.
Someday.
Sorry.
Someday.
They have baby carriers. She can just sit on the front. It's fine.
Fishcapades last minute coming in.
Hey, welcome.
That's a good one. Welcome.
We'll see you in like 10, 15 minutes.
I think that's
minutes.
a welcome back, I believe.
Oh, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
But yeah, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. Even the lurkers, the people that watch the stream afterwards never get enough love. It's usually the same amount of people that are in the stream, so it's split pretty equally. We appreciate all of you. It means a lot, and we just thank you for your continued support. And we'll see some of you in about 10 minutes.
It'll be like 20 minutes, but that's okay. Hang tight, guys.
Yeah, we got to take the dogs out and feed them, actually.
Yeah.
So give us like 10, 15 minutes.
They're all up in our business. So.
And Whip, we'll see you next week. Oh, wait, Jody coming in.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Jody, I love your just everything.
Okay, now we got to come back.
Let it be Whip. Let Whip get one. Kyle, Frank, Dad.
Dad? What?
Daddy's the champ and Dad both got one. And Aquatic Lab? Nice.
There's someone actually named Dad? That is
Dad.
Funny.
That's baller. I love it.
Dad and Daddy. Ooh, I do not like saying Daddy.
Oh, really? That's shocking because you say it a lot. They tried again, Whip. Thank you, Jody. Thank you so much. Thank you always. Thank you.
Still no Whip.
Oh, Jesus.
So I guess, again, Whip, we will see you next week.
See you next week. Try again.
See you next Tuesday.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Curtis coming in with the $1. Thank you so much.
Sir.
Am I a nut? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You guys are making us stay live.
Oh, my God. All you people doing all these nice things are making us continue
see, there's a lurker coming and commenting. The joy of fish keeping was listening. Thank you.
Nice.
Make the channel in Portuguese.
I don't know how to do that.
I could probably do that with AI.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah, you might be able to. That's true. I didn't think about that. Now he's gonna try.
Interesting. I don't. There's got to be a way to make that happen. I'd probably have to make a whole second channel, and then because there's like the South American YouTube, and I'd have to upload it there. Interesting. I'm gonna look into that.
I'll look into that.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean,
might as well know.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it. See you all in a few, as Jody says, and I hope you all have a great week. And the rest of you will see next week.
Yep.
Turn on your notifications. We got a lot of videos coming out. Probably like a video every other day, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how crazy I get.
Careful what you promise here.
I overpromise and underdeliver. That's
the way, right?
That's the way.
Yeah.